So, what exactly is people pleasing? People often think of people pleasing as being overly nice, saying yes a lot, being helpful, accommodating, somebody who just wants to keep the peace. But what if it's not really about kindness at all? What if it's about fear? The fear of conflict, the fear of being rejected, the fear of being misunderstood or seen as too much, the fear of losing a relationship. The truth is, people pleasing isn't a personality trait. It's a deeply wired survival strategy. At its core, people pleasing is the habit of putting other people's feelings, needs, and comfort above your own. Not because you're generous, but because your system has learned that it's the only way to stay safe, accepted, and connected. So it's not actually about kindness. It's all about protection. It's something that your system learned to do when at some point in your life, being fully yourself didn't feel safe. So in this video, I want to offer a different lens on people pleasing, one that doesn't shame you for it, but helps you understand it, to name it, and to start to unhook from it, so you can be more authentically yourself. Hi, I'm Callie Sorensen. I have a master's in psychology and I help people rewire their nervous systems, heal survival patterns like people pleasing, and reconnect with who they really are. Make sure to like and subscribe and check out my free resources in the description below. We're going to unpack how to move from people pleasing and unhealthy relationships into a life that feels more authentic, fulfilling, and free. People pleasing isn't just one thing. There's no single definition, no one size fits all explanation, and it shows up differently in every nervous system, every culture, every family system. After working with clients over the years, I've identified over 50 unique types of people pleasers. So here are just a few examples of what people pleasing can look like. Performing to earn praise or avoid criticism, fixing to manage other people's emotions or stay useful, helping to feel needed or worthy of love, smiling to stay likable and avoid rejection, disappearing to avoid conflict or being too much, agreeing even when you don't, just to keep the peace, over apologizing to avoid someone being upset with you, over explaining to justify your needs or to soften a boundary, absorbing other people's moods as if they're your responsibility, or working harder to prove your value and avoid being a burden. And there are so many more. And the hardest part, most of this is unconscious and automatic. It's not a mindset problem. It's a nervous system adaptation. And that's why we can't just say, stop people pleasing with willpower. We have to go deeper. We have to understand what our body is trying to protect us from and begin creating new patterns that are rooted in safety and self-trust. Because here's the thing, most of the advice out there just tells you to set boundaries or just go speak up for yourself, share your feelings. But when your nervous system is wired for fawning or freezing, those things don't feel empowering. It feels impossible. It feels like terror. You might freeze, some people shut down, others cry, or you might just go blank. Your body doesn't register those acts as brave. It registers them as dangerous. And that's why this work takes more than just motivation. It takes nervous system repair, emotional awareness and safety, and an approach that creates real change. So why do we people please? Most people don't choose to be people pleasers. It's not a personality flaw. It's not because you're too nice. It's something that forms slowly, usually early on in your life, like childhood, often without you even realizing it. Maybe you had to be the peacekeeper in your family. Maybe you learned that being easy, helpful, or agreeable got you love, or at least helped you avoid chaos, criticism, arguments, or abandonment. Maybe when you spoke up, you were ignored. Maybe when you had feelings or needs, they felt like they were too much. So your system repetitively learned, don't take up too much space, don't upset anyone, and be who they need you to be, and maybe they will stay. This is what we call a fawn response, one of the lesser-known trauma responses, alongside fight, flight, and freeze. It's a brilliant adaptation for your body. It's your body doing exactly what it needed to do in order to protect you. And the more it worked, the more it became automatic. People-pleasing wasn't a conscious decision. It was a nervous system strategy. So if you've ever wondered why it feels so hard to stop people-pleasing, or why setting a boundary feels like a threat, why speaking your truth makes your body shut down or freeze, this is why. Your system isn't broken. It's just trying to keep you safe. But safety and self-expression don't have to be at war forever. You can retrain your nervous system to believe it's safe to say no. It's safe to take up space. It's safe to have feelings and needs, and it's safe to be yourself. So there's a big cost for people pleasing. People pleasing might feel harmless or even admirable on the surface, especially in this society, but over time it takes a toll. You start to lose connection with your own needs. You question your worth. You struggle to trust yourself. You have difficulties making decisions. You might find yourself stuck in relationships where you're giving and giving and giving everything, but getting very little back in return. Your body starts to carry the weight of constantly performing, suppressing, and overfunctioning. And the hardest part, you start to forget who you really are because you've spent so long being who everybody else needed you to be. That's the cost. It's not just exhaustion, but disconnection from yourself, your truth, and your power. So if this resonated, make sure you're subscribed because this is just the beginning. In the next video, I'll be diving deeper into the hidden costs of people pleasing, how it impacts your nervous system, your health, your relationships, and your life. And if you're ready to start unhooking from this pattern, I've created a free resource to help you begin. You can download it in the description below or book a one-on-one session if you'd like deeper personalized support. Thank you so much for being here. And feel free to share your experience with people pleasing or ask me a question in the comments below. I'll see you in the next video.